Good evening, welcome to Primetime News. I'm Anupama Suvanna. Right now, the headlines. Sensex plunged down, rupee and share fall. Sabladi road reduced to slush, local people face problems. Tochiluguri tragedy, Dalits demand probe. Narendra Modi's bluff developed, Ajay Maken refers figures. Kedarnath shrine safe, everything around destroyed. Thane building collapse, 1 killed, 12 injured. Indians' money in Swiss bank fall down to record low. Medical students sexually assaulted, Manipal police hunting for foe. Index of Indian equities markets trade provisionally down more than 500 points as the Indian rupee slumped to another record low, coupled with negative global cues following the US Federal Reserve signaling an end to its bond buying program. The partially convertible rupee opened sharply lower and hit the record low of 59.93 in the morning session at the interbank foreign exchange market in Mumbai, surpassing the previous record of 58.98 registered on June 11th. The drop in the Indian currency came after US Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke signaled that the US Fed would start winding down its stimulus spending later this year. The withdrawal in the stimulus spending is anticipated to have a profound impact on global financial liquidity. This might lead foreign investors to pull out of the Indian markets, which are impacted by the sluggish economy, high interest rates and a sticky inflation level. There was heavy selling in stocks such as banks, metal, oil and gas, capital goods and public sector undertakings. All sectoral indices of the S&P Bombay Stock Exchange were in the red. The 30 script sensitive index of the S&P Bombay Stock Exchange, which opened at 19,069.20 points, provisionally closed at 18,702.68 points, down 543.02 points or 2.82% from its previous day's close at 19,245.70 points. The Sensex touched a high of 19,069.20 points and a low of 18,687.19 points. The wider 50 script Nifty of the National Stock Exchange also plunged massively. It closed down 2.83% or 166.35 points, down at 5,655.90 points. Hattiyangadi Gram Panchayat Sabladi in Kundapur Taluk has often made headlines for right or wrong reasons. The hamlet is again in the news because of lack of basic infrastructure. Sabladi, where 101 families live, has been facing most of the problems it has been dodged with since centuries. Drinking water problem has been a perennial problem haunting the residents of Sabladi during summer months, while the road turning into slushy field during monsoon months is the other. Children and elders alike face lot of problems in wading through the mucky stretch that is called road. The road built under Gram Sadak scheme from Talur to railway road through Sabladi, measuring about 1.5 km, is in a totally battered state. As the villagers have no other alternative, they are going through the daily ordeal of negotiating this road day in and day out. This road was built by using Rs 35,000 grant from Taluk Panchayat and Rs 50,000 from out of the local area development fund of the MLA. Because of the absence of drains to handle excess water, mud from the road has been washed away into the nearby rivulet, while large tracts of the road are covered by slush. The locals say about 100 children attending various schools have a horrid time using this road. A local pointed out that the villagers have been entirely dependent on this road, which is becoming more and more difficult to traverse during the monsoon months. He has warned of organizing protest if a solution to the problem is not found within 2 days. A sum of rupees 1.10 lakh has been already sanctioned for laying crushed stones across the road, but that the work could not be taken up because of rainy season. Dalit Abhivruddhi Vedike and other organizations have demanded a thorough probe into the recent tragedy at Tottilaguri in Bajpe, which claimed 4 lives. Speaking to reporters, Ashok Konchadi, district convener of Dalita Abhivruddhi Vedike, alleged that illegal commercial complexes and shops had come up in the Dalit colony at Tottilaguri by encroaching upon Dalit lands in the colony, resided by 18 Dalit families. He said the several appeals to the Gram Panchayat as stating that the compensation announced by the administration to the next of kin of the deceased was highly inadequate. He urged that the amount be increased to rupees 5 lakhs and also the government should offer jobs to the survivors. While welcoming the government decision to construct houses for the affected families in Porkodi area, he at the same time urged the authorities not to spare the encroachers in the Dalit colony. He also warned that Dalit organizations will resort to the protest if the demands were not met, whereas the district administration had gone in vain and urged for a high-level probe into the tragedy and punishment to those found guilty. Now take a short commercial break. Narendra Modi's bluff developed, Ajay Makhan refers figures. Kedarnath shrine safe, everything around destroyed. Thane building collapse, 1 killed, 12 injured. Indians' money in Swiss bank fall down to record low. Medical students sexually assaulted, Manipal police hunting for foe.